Hey everybody, Jay Barino here. Welcome back. Thanks for joining me today. Starting a new series that's going to be off the typical upload schedule for StarCraft Remastered, and I barely play StarCraft Brood War anymore, so I'm going to be really out of practice for this. But this is UEDAIP, created by Nekron and a slew of other map-making contributors. And this is a redesign, sort of a remix of the 3 Brood War campaigns. So that includes bank data, a day-night cycle, custom AI scripts for everything, some terrain changes here or there, a lot more AI factions, just a slew of changes. I will put a link to the download on Mega for this. I created a new profile just because the use of bank data, I want to make sure my original profile, the fact that I've completed all the missions, doesn't interfere with that in any way. And if you are playing this for yourself, you'll learn that you actually play this through the campaign menu, which is neat. You can see this campaign, the Terran campaign, has been renamed as UED. The namesake of the project, UEDAIP. I think this originally was meant to be a redesign of UED scripts, which then evolved into redesigning all the missions for these 3. So you don't play it through Play Custom, you just go ahead and you start through the actual campaign menu, which is cool. So let's just go ahead and start. I'm going to skip the briefings. I double-checked with the creator to see that there are no actual changes to the briefings besides some of the objectives, which you can check in the mission. We've all seen the Brood War briefings. We don't need to watch them here. So let's get started. Okay. Well, first difference I see is the lighting here. Pretty cool. It's like dusk. Very fitting for this mission.
It will be done. We should destroy these Nidus canals so as to stem the flow of Zerg reinforcements through them. So be it. It will
I think
be done.
When I originally heard that day-night was added to StarCraft Remastered for this mod, I thought, well, I doubt that's going to be very good. And then I looked at the screenshots and I'm like, oh my gosh, that looks great.
You address me.
What I don't know is if, like, is this going to progress into nighttime, do you think? Or is this going to stay dusk the whole time? I'm not sure. Or in future missions, if it's, you know, it's day, night, or just sort of like the in-between here. It might be one or the other. Okay, let's get into it. Just trying to dive on top of these sunken colonies straight away. Okay, high ground sunk in, and it's Brood War, so our unit's going to derp. So just stay away from it. So that's different straight away. The fact that there's a high ground sunk in there. It's really, I think, testing your ability to really micromanage your units and stop them from doing that. Again, they just sort of wander, and especially if they're getting attacked by something that they can't respond to, rather than just not moving or moving away, they'll just wander towards the cliff.
There is no time to waste. We must join our brethren in battle. Warriors have engaged.
Okay, well, that was a nice little stuck, little stuck area that they were in there. All right, let's see if we can get Zeratul through here to kill the Niduses. Oh, they can see him. Okay, keep going. So this section was very similar. I feel like there were fewer Hydralisks than usual, which is fine with me. Okay, that went okay. Let's, I guess maybe make some hotkey groups here. Got a good amount of units still. I'll take it. And then we're going to keep pushing to the right. And the key, I think, is, again, just making sure that we don't get distracted by high ground sunken. So if we see any units that are getting left behind, we want to make sure that we move them away. It's just that easy. All right, we now have a High Templar. Is it up? Which way do you go? I think we go down. I don't remember where all the different units are. Oh, I overrode a hotkey. Whoops. It's fine. Okay, get in there, Zeratul. Finish this up. We'll try to keep our units together for the beginning here. Why? See, babysitting. Babysitting units. It's the best part of the game. All right, let's keep pushing upwards. Oh, God. Oh, all right. Well, I guess let's just push on. Didn't know to expect that. So now we know that there are infested Terrans. Is that... I mean, I can see a blue building up there. It's possible those are built. Maybe they're pre-placed. I don't know. One thing with Nekron maps, I played a few of them. He submitted a map Reno in the past, which was great. Is his maps all sort of have little tricks to them, like little clever strategies. And basically, it's a lot of, how could I have known? You know, there was nothing I could do, dude, situations. So it's going to be a lot of reloading saves, and speaking of that, you'll even see I've got a safety save here ready to go. When something goes wrong, just reload the save, and I'll save scum it up in certain circumstances when bad-mannered infested Terrans on, you know, mission-critical hero map comes out to get us. This is definitely, like, pressure map, without a doubt. Let's grab our last group of zealots and then just run them away. High ground sunken too there, man. Just getting through these sections. At this point, I think you just go fast. Just got to get through this. Huge amount of units coming up behind us. That's a pretty good storm, if I do say so myself. Let's not lose too much else. Okay, let's move forward again. We can leave a couple units behind.
It is good to see more of our brethren on the battlefield. Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
A lot of Ultralisks. Oh my goodness. All right, keep moving forward. There's our last group.
Your warriors have engaged the enemies
of our forces in this province. We have found the location of the warp gate, but there is a sizable Zerg force blocking the way.
Okay. That was 2 infested Terrans just back to back. Awesome. Okay, let's go. We're getting parasited, spawn broodling, and snared, so Queen harass. Infested Terrans that are being dropped in various locations on top of us. This is, I mean, this is definitely noticeably harder, and almost in a bad-mannered way, but mostly only because of the, I think because of the infested Terrans. We've killed 2 of them, and I wonder, see, here comes another one. I can see it coming in. Like, we need a sacrificial lamb. I guess we need to leave one guy behind. What I can't tell is if these units are spawned or if they are built somewhere. Because, like, I can see some, like, a blue building up there. I'm not sure. Let's just keep moving forward. And, yeah, just, like, the absolute ferocity that we're getting attacked right now is pretty... It's pretty rough. All right, get through it. It's really just the infested Terrans that can ruin us. I still have a good amount of units at this point. Let's move up here. Again, trying to keep these groups together. I'm going to save now because I think this is an okay spot. The next spot is the caves, and I think that's a section where, like, we just want to move through it because stuff, at least in the original, maybe it's changed, would just unburrow at a time. I think they were triggered to spawn and unburrow, so maybe we just want to move through it. So let's save and try that, and then we'll move on. So, okay, units coming up behind us. Clean them up. Rather than moving through it, I'm currently just standing in the middle of the caves, so that doesn't seem ideal. Again, we want to move through it and then turn and fight, like that. Not sure if, yeah, a storm here would be ideal or not. I'm just trying to, again, get through. We have so many Ultralisks constantly dropping on us. Good God. Well, there's that. Did that guy? It did. That's so stupid. Okay. Well, there's going to be a lot of those moments, I think, in this playthrough. But we take them in stride. When infested Terrans blow us up, we laugh. Alright, so let's, again, keep going. I guess running through that section was not the right idea, so I will continue to auto-attack and try to... The key is you got to try to stay together. As things pop out behind us, we need to be together. But it's hard to know, like, what is in our way and what is being dropped. Because a lot of this stuff is being dropped frequently. Nope, 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 nope. I tried. I tried to intercept him. There are going to be losses to those. That's just the way it's going to be. Okay, and I think these orange attacks, those might be spawned. I'm not sure. They seem like it's the same. Like there was one previously that happened at a set time. How frequently do those spawn? Oh my goodness, that's a little absurd. Okay, individual again, micro forward. Watch for the infested Terrans. Those, it seems like those are being ferried in at a very, very quick pace. I'm tempted to just wait for the next one to come to me. We can also wait for orange before going through the next section. See, there it is. See, I'll sacrifice one unit to those because I know they're coming. Okay, let's start going through, maybe trigger something, and then we'll back up and kill these remainders. I'm looking forward to having a little more control over being, building my base and such. See, there's the blue overlord. And if I trigger all of this to unburrow, there it is. Okay, perfect. So now let's go. A lot of the stuff that's through this section have unburrowed. That might not have been the smartest of choices. That's fine. Okay, let's go. Again, stay together.
Your orders, Templar.
I think we're through that part. We're losing a lot, but we're getting there. Gotta wait for the next infested Terran. Each one of those is got to be very precise to lose as few units as possible. There's another one. So we know that one's there, so we can snipe that one. Who has the lowest HP? There we go. Okay. So let's get into it. See another Ultralisk as well. The Ensnare is killer because I can't get Zeratul on top of things that I need him to attack. So if we can maybe get out of here with a couple Dragoons and the 2 Ultralisks, that would be great. I'm skeptical, but it would be great. Okay, well, the Zealots all... Okay, well... How many? It's been like 6 or 7. Alright, I'm doing this end section again. I talked to Nekron about the frequency of the infested Terrans. I think it's just the way the map works. I could talk about it when it's over, but basically the takeaway is you just gotta go as fast as possible because the infested Terrans are dropped on you as fast as they can be built. So it's like anywhere between 20 and 40 seconds. And like I was hitting infested Terrans like every couple minutes, right? So the key here is just we gotta go. Gotta go. And also not let Zeratul get too low HP. So we're just gonna keep pushing with our forward units. Gotta watch out for infested Terrans, but losing stuff is just gonna be the name of the game. Okay, you all keep pushing in here. We're doing okay. Again, it's going to be until an infested Terran hits us again. But part of the problem is I had a save in a really, really bad location earlier. And basically I had loaded and there was an infested Terran bearing down on me after hitting 2 very consistently in the same spot earlier. So really, I think you can beat this in like 5 minutes, 4 to 5 minutes if you really just bomb through it. But part of it is like after the big Zealot attack it there, you kind of stop and take your bearings. What you don't see in the background of that is there are infested Terrans being built and going to be sent at you from that point over and over and over at that point. So if you don't know that, then again, you just got to make sure that once you hit the big Zealot battle, to just basically don't stop, because that just means more infested Terrans. Okay, so let's go. There's one behind us. You got to just take what we can get at that point. I'll take that death on the Archon. If we can at least get through this part. And then orange as well. May spawn behind us, may be built. I genuinely don't know. But let's go. We've got a good amount of stuff.
I long for combat.
And there will probably be one more infested Terran, I'm not sure, but we did pretty well here. Let's just dive them into the warp gate. Okay, please. And then I'm expecting, again, there's going to be an infested Terran that's going to bear down on me at this moment.
Located the warp gate. We must hurry and evacuate the colonized survivors before the Zerg return.
Take me home. I see him coming up behind us. Please, gotta get right. You gotta get to the stairway. You have to be on the stairs.
Through the gate, Executor. Phoenix and I will hang back and protect our flank until everyone is through.
Okay, cool. So this map is an instance where, again, it can be extremely easy or seem extremely challenging based on, again, your perspective at certain times throughout the map. So again, for me, it's really understanding where's the timer where the infested Terrans begin being built and then how they determine where they're going to drop on you. Because sometimes it seemed like they might have been pre-placed as they run at you from off the screen, and then sometimes they're like dropped right on top of you. So I banged my head against the wall against this, like this area right here where my cursor is, and that I really was struggling there. And again, that's because I went through there and basically had 3 different instances of infested Terrans that just murdered me. So instead, I was like, you know what? This is a very short map. I get the impression we just reload, and I talked to Nekron a bit, and just wanted to make sure that this is how this was supposed to function with the frequency of the infested Terrans. Because again, I would expect like 1 a minute or so to keep the pressure on of an otherwise short map, but it was like 1 every 20 to 30 seconds was really, really tough. But again, the key is also, the faster you go, the fewer of them, even if they're coming at you at a fast rate. The faster you go, the easier it is. But again, this is kind of what I was talking about with how I'm going to approach this series, which is, I'm going to struggle sometimes, and I'm willing to put in a certain amount of effort and time into it, and sometimes that'll just require me to restart the map and rethink how the map works, because the maps occasionally demand that you approach them a very specific way, and in this case, it's like, of course you have to go fast, right? There's the pressure of the purple base and the orange units coming up behind you, but the infested Terrans was the icing on the cake that could take out, 5 or 6 zealots at once. So I thought, okay, I'll safety save through it, but really the key for a very short map like this is just start over. Just start over. And, take a fresh look at the map and try to understand the mechanics that you're getting hit with, rather than banging your head against a wall like I was down here through those last few sunken colonies. All right, so that's it for the first map. In order to retain the bank data for this specific map, I have to go right into the next one in order to save the units that we cached into it. Again, I'll just do some save shenanigans so that we'll have access to them. But that's going to be the first episode of UEDAIP. Certainly very interesting. And again, it really is setting the tone for what I'm expecting for the map. I don't think the maps say that every person has to play every map the same way, but I think certain maps are probably going to demand that certain play styles and also certain levels of skill will have to approach them in a very particular way. And I think the fun is sort of figuring that out, I suppose. And if I'm desperately confused, I can always, head over to their Discord and say, help, I'm stuck. All right, thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.